Hello there, what is going on, everyone? We are looking at some Cyberpunk Combat Zone expansions today, and we're going to do an unboxing of a couple of different sets. Some of these are bags. They were promos and individual things that I picked up at Adepticon that I just haven't gotten around to doing yet, and I decided, you know what, let me go ahead and do these as an unboxing and combine them with the Crab Lord and his crab drones. I thought this was one of the most appropriate boxes for the channel, and it's going to be a really cool one to look at. This guy is he's a Crab Lord, basically. Think of him as like a sort of a necromancer or a conjurer of minions, but his minions are digital crabs that he sends forth to do his bidding, to pick up objectives, to loot corpses, and even, I think they can even attack enemies. So it's a cool one. You're getting this one guy and then the 3 crabs in this box, which is 4 miniatures. And yeah, and I think he also can go in just about any list. I think he's a merc, so I think he can go in any list. We're also going to be looking at the Strontium cow and the No Soup for You, the Noodle chef. So we're going to take a look at all this. If you guys are new here to the channel, talk a lot about miniatures games. I'd love to have you stick around. We're doing a $25 Amazon gift card giveaway right now. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on one of my videos. It's as simple as that. Let's go ahead and get this thing open. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull out our wall crawler, our Crab Lord and crab drones here. We're going to take a look at what you get in one of these expansions. Usually, while there is some assembly required, it's usually not very much. Like our crabs here, for example, are ready to go. You might just want to kind of rinse them and clean them off. I didn't even see any mold lines on here. This one's actually really good. So yeah, they're ready to go. They have their bases. Yeah, actually, these are really nice looking crabs. So that is awesome. For our Crab Lord, he is just in two little mini sprues. He's got kind of the body here. That's all done. And then we have the face and then the arm. So that'll be pretty easy to put together. I'll put that together here shortly. We do have the program here, the Crab Drone Control, which lets you deploy a crab drone within red. It is 8 points. Oh, it's a six star. Oh, wow. So, yeah. So we're not gonna get that one too easily. So he's a little bit more for a higher veteran level game. We do have. Oh, look at this. We have 3 versions of his card though. Normally he is a 1 green and 2 yellow. He's got engineering. Inspiring, I forget the name of that action, and then athletics. So he can, hand over control to other people. Looks like he goes from 1 to 2 green when you upgrade him to a veteran status. Oh, look at that. He can equip the crab drone for free regardless of street cred. See, I should read the card because I'm like, man, 6, they require 6 there, but like now it's just that is awesome. And then for his veteran version, for his 2-star, he gets all 3 greens, and he also gains neural override. He can move some target model green, which is really nasty. So he's pretty good, and he has also 3. So he also becomes better and better at your tech as you level him up. He's actually really good. So that's gonna be a fun one. I can't wait to get that guy painted. We're gonna take a look at our Noodle chef, and then what we'll do, and when I'm done with all these, is we'll go ahead and we'll put them all in bases so you can see them all together. This guy's a single piece, which is perfect. Noodle chef he's got his hand up there. I like the pose. It's very high kick. I used to be able to kick that high. I don't think I can do that anymore. I would definitely pull something. But yeah, we've got 2 versions of his card. So he is an Edge Runner Merc Specialist. He's 3 yellow, and he has Deadly and Dangerous for his Cleaver. But he can also heal at red. And he's got +2. He's got 2 to his healing. So he's dangerous in melee, and he's effective at healing. but only at range 1. Now, there are, if you get Trauma Team, you're going to get a medic that can heal up to green range, so that one might be a little bit better, but they're also not very good in combat, so he's able to do that. Now, the reason I think that this is so good is, yes, every character can do triage, but that is, I think, only if they're redlined. And I think triage also you have to be in brawl range for. It's either brawl or red. And so this allows you to heal somebody even if they're not redlined. And so that's huge, because basically everybody has a built-in ability to heal somebody, but you have to be one hit from death normally. This heal, you can heal somebody who's just been wounded a little bit, so you can top somebody off. In other words, you don't have to be on E before you can put gas in your tank. You can fill it up even if it's a 3/4 of a tank. And that gives you a lot more flexibility. So that's why having people that have the heal keyword is good. Plus he gets 2 extra on his roll. Granted, he's only going to be rolling yellows, so you're going against that environmental die, so you might still fail, but the extra 2 is going to help. Now, our veteran version actually goes up to a 4th action, and that's not bad. I mean, 20 points is a little on the expensive side, but 4 actions, man, that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So, and I think that's really the only difference between the two is the extra action. I mean, granted, that's a significant action, but it is the extra action that we're getting there for this edge runner Noodle Chef. No soup for you. Next up, we have the cow. The Strontium cow. This is sort of like a joke. It's also like a campaign, so you're getting a whole lot with this particular cow here. Now, first off, the reason for this is you see these cows in Cyberpunk. It's like they don't have as much real food, and so like I guess with pollution and stuff. I don't know all the backstory, but like a lot of animals are rare and hard to come by, so they pump these things full of drugs to kind of maximize the product they can get out of them. I know in playing Cyberpunk 2077, there is a place you go to that has a whole bunch of cows that have these masks on them, and they even have some people that are doing some torture and some bad stuff. It's a pretty cool model. We'll just have to clean it up a little bit right there, but other than that, it's basically a single piece. Looks pretty good. Comes with one of their fancy painted bases, so we don't even actually matches the playmat that I have here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so you can just set it on there, or you can customize this some more if you want to. I might just leave this one as is. It also has one of the most ridiculous cards of all time. Here's the card for the Strontium cow. He's got 4 green actions. So and he's got a 4 to melee. He's got 3 armor, and he affects but he attacks everybody at the same time. At the end of his activation, he refreshes an action token for each wound it dealt, starting with its best available action tokens. So yeah, he's virtually unstoppable. He's kind of like the Emperor Palpatine of Cyberpunk Combat Zone. So why is he here? Well, you can't actually use him in list building. He's more of a everybody go crazy. He's a scenario guy. He is like, if you wanted to have an epic level boss, think about like Diablo and the cow level or something like that. It's kind of like doing that. It's like a for fun scenario type of miniature. I think this was originally something that you could only get on like the Kickstarter if you had backed originally, but they have these at conventions, so that's why I picked this one up at Adepticon. The other thing that's cool is with this one, you're getting these scenarios for it, so you can have some fun and play the crazy. There's a 2-player scenario called Ride 'em Cowboy. There's a 3-player scenario called Fry Me Up a Steak. And there's a 4-player scenario called Where's the Beef? So that is, you're getting a lot with this one. So that's a fun thing to do. The large base, too, does mean that he'll be able to brawl at an even bigger range than most other miniatures, too. I hadn't even thought of that, but that's pretty interesting. And to make matters worse, not only does he have 4 action tokens, he also has the Strontium saddle, which means that when he suffers wounds, normally you go, if you're hit, you whatever you defend with will go down to red. But in this case, his greens go to yellow before they go to red, and then it's yellow. So basically, instead of just 4 really tough to kill hit points with 3 armor, he now has 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 8 wounds before he is all redlined, and then one more wound kills him. So you have to kill this guy. He's got so much more hit points. He's got more hit points than some entire armies do. So they really gave him some powerful psychedelics to make him go crazy. All right, so here is everybody set up. I did not put the different crabs on the bases yet. I love how there are 3 different sculpts for them all, and I figure I want to do my basing materials and stuff first and paint the crabs separate. So since they're just one piece, I didn't actually glue them down. But everybody else is on their bases a little bit more appropriately, and the cow is not glued down yet because I'm going to try to preserve that base, and I'll paint him separately as well. The other 2 are glued down, and in their case I can always just take them off and then glue them back on. I also want to give you guys a tip about models like this that have just a single point of connection. They can be tricky to glue down. Now I typically use super glue when I'm trying to put guys on the bases, and that can take a long time. Like, do you want to hold him for the 5 minutes it would take for that to dry when there's, when the model is certainly off balance, right? So my trick to do that is I put a little bit of baking soda on the foot right before it goes into the super glue. That helps it harden in literally like 1.5 seconds. So I only have to hold it for like 2 seconds, then I can let it go, and then I have a perfectly good seal. You can see a little bit of the baking soda right there on the at the bottom of the foot. Of course, that'll get covered up when I painted all of it. But that's my little trick for stuff that doesn't want to adhere super easily, and I don't want to necessarily have to hold it for like 10 minutes while all the super glue dries and everything like that. Put a little baking soda in there and good to go. All right, so that was a look at some fun ways you can add on to your existing gangs for Monster Fight Club's Cyberpunk Combat Zone. Really do like these crabs. To be fair, I am probably biased. I like how we have like the regular 4 feet on the ground. We've got this guy who's got 1 pointing, and then we've got this guy who's got like the 2 feet on the ground, and then both of them are pointing. This guy's a little more terrifying. These are super cool. I also think that maybe if you're a Star Wars Legion player, this would be a cool expansion to pick up if you have the crab droids for the Separatists, because like, wouldn't these be really cool to also add like to your basing for your crab droids and just give them like a whole bunch of like little lesser crabs? Like, I feel like this would be a really fun kit bash for Star Wars Legion on top of everything else. That's my thoughts. It's a very cool one. I might pick up a couple more of these expansions just for that purpose. It would be a fun thing to do. Let me know your thoughts. I will talk to you later. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys help make this channel possible, so thank you for your continued support. I will talk to you later. May the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. So say we all, and always wash your socks.